Ruthie's Rolling Cafe has a random snack of kindness.
Ruthie's Rolling Cafe handed out grilled cheese sandwiches at the Dallas Police Department's Northeast substation. They parked out back early this morning trying to keep it a surprise. Officers lined up, but the only payment accepted today were smiles.
What's the best side? What do you recommend?
Ruthie's normally caters to weddings and high school football games, as well as selling food at Clyde Warren Park. The random snacks of kindness filled these officers' bellies and their hearts.
Since July 7th, the outpouring of support for us has been unbelievable. People bring food constantly. People bring cookies. There's nothing better than when the community comes out and shows support and gives us a little bit of love.
A 10 News alert, I just got video of a dramatic takedown at a Hooters restaurant. Take a look at this. This is out of Brandon. You see deputies outside trying to control a customer that the restaurant wanted trespassed. You can see the man slap a deputy's hand and then resist arrest. That's when a Good Samaritan, the restaurant manager, jumped in and helped get the man to the ground. It takes a few seconds to get everything under control. Tonight, the sheriff's office is saying thank you to that Good Samaritan right there.
It's the last thing they wanted to see coming towards them. Carlos Mora and his son Jose were trying to stay out of harm's way, but were caught right in the middle of the trouble. Two bank robbery suspects on a mission to escape justice took Houston police on a wild chase Friday morning. Jose Mora says they heard about the chase and tried to pull over to avoid it.
I had got down to take a beater because they were supposed to pass just by.
But the two ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Well, the car was coming towards us. I thought we were going to crash, but ended up stopping right next to us trying to take my dad's car. That's when I just reacted and tried to stop it.
Sky 2 video shows Mora protecting his father, who is handicapped, sitting inside the car. Mora tries to tackle that suspect, and the suspect actually punches him in the face, all before police take the suspect down.
It was clear these individuals did not care about the safety and well-being of the public.
Mora's father is calling his son a hero.
Mi hijo hizo lo que tenía que hacer.
Saying he did what he had to do to defend him. But Jose says he was just protecting the man he loves.
My world, that's my dad. That's it. The only person actually in this world that understands me.
Just crashed out. Back up. Back up. Hands up and stay there. Get your hands behind your back. Get your hands behind your back.
The Carolina Panthers have inspired the city of Charlotte with an amazing act of gratitude by giving back to the police officers and firefighters that keep residents safe every day with the simple act of delivering pizza. Local police station of Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department was honored to see the appreciation and support from the Panther players.
You always see them on a high stature, on television and different things. So to kind of see them down to earth, just joking, interacting, eating pizza with us, it says a lot about them and the organization as a whole. So that's been the highlight of my day.
Thank y'all. Things have slowed down for the night. But around lunchtime, Ashley Calvert was behind the register, as busy as she's been since this Domino's opened 2 months ago.
If it makes your day, it makes your day.
She told her husband recently she was buying lunch for the next police officer she saw.
I can take the 5 seconds to pay for somebody else's food, and it sounded like he was just on a call too.
It was halfway through my shift. It's just a busy shift and just hungry. Lunchtime.
He was trying to tell me that it wasn't necessary. I'm like, it's okay, have a nice day.
And I was like, it's not necessary. I appreciate the gesture, but it's really not necessary, and she was insistent.
You see, Calvert comes from a family of law enforcement. She says she notices attitudes change toward police.
It hits home. And then police, they're just doing their job.
She didn't really want to talk to us. That's not why she did this. But Patrol Officer Romer posted on social media.
Yeah, it's just nice to share that stuff with friends and family. See a lot of negative stuff about law enforcement.
Calvert will tell you it's not a big deal.
If it makes somebody's day, that's all it was about.
But sometimes it is, just the little things.
She thought it'd make my day. Like you said, she thought I was having a rough day, and it was a little busy and hectic, and it did. It brought a smile to my face. I really appreciated it.
It's just a matter of showing respect. If you show respect, you gain it.
Try to run from police. Here, 47-year-old Donald Kendrick's truck rushes into April Bivens' neighborhood.
He came around the corner this way.
She and her daughter were heading to school.
As a white SUV came behind him, pretending like he had a gun, got the guy down on the ground. There was cops and everything all over the place. Just a very dramatic, crazy morning for us this morning.
This was the end of an indecent exposure rampage that began at 7:30 Thursday morning at Elkhorn Elementary School.
This man walked up to school staff, said he was a police officer, and then exposed himself.
Police say Kendrick left, went to nearby Wagner Holt Elementary, exposed himself to another woman, and tried to drag her to one of the driveways, telling her he was going to rape her.
She probably didn't want to get to that second location because she might not have known exactly what was going to happen to her.
She fought back, leaving marks on Kendrick's face.
But this man didn't stop just there.
Police say Kendrick then drove to Wagner Heights Nursing and Rehabilitation Center and for the third time exposed himself. Kendrick then drove into Bivens' neighborhood where he was followed by Good Samaritan Scott Marquez.
I looked him, I sized him up. He looked me over. I told him, get on the ground right now.
Marquez pretended he had a gun.
I had a feeling if I just played it long enough, the role long enough, law enforcement was right there. Within 30 seconds, they were there.
Officers arrived moments later, thankful the suspect had already been stopped.
I'm no hero, but thank God law enforcement got there because the crimes he is accused of, Any right man in his right mind would put him in some street justice real quick.
During the bizarre incident, Kendrick never exposed himself to children. His bail has been set at $1.7 million.
It was in this neighborhood. Prince George's County Police say one of their own was doing what he's trained to do, even while off the clock.
Measures were handled a little bit differently, then maybe we wouldn't have a dead officer out here, man.
Earlene Harris lived 3 doors down from the man Prince George's County Police say shot and killed Corporal Mujahideen Ramzadin this morning. But it started with a domestic issue, a neighbor knocking on Ramzadin's door.
He was not working, needing help. He immediately responded to that plea for help.
Prince George's County Police Chief Hank Stawinski says the suspect was armed with a shotgun. The 14-year veteran officer stepping in between the suspect and his neighbor. That's when Ramzadin was shot.
Cold, callous, Mujahideen stood his ground to defend the life of the individual who had come to him for help.
Shortly after, the suspect took off in a vehicle, forcing officers to chase him into Charles County, then back into PG County, where police ultimately shot and killed him.
He's a gentleman that he has had a history of domestic violence in the past with his wife and prior girlfriend.
Police confirmed the suspect had a history of domestic calls to his Brandywine home, a reason for police to have taken action sooner, says Earlene, but not soon enough.
It brings a lot of concern for me and my family and the neighbors in here, because we all have children, kids and everything, and something like this is very disturbing to know that, our child or children could walk into the line of fire of a maniac.